last night's game?
I mean, I think we knew they were going to come with a push. Obviously, the discipline part, just kind of the penalties that we took, just kind of kind of kills the momentum a lot of the times, and they obviously capitalized on their power plays. So. I think there was a lot of things that we can take out of the game. Obviously, the refereeing's being called tight, like all around the league, and I mean that's just something that we got to kind of consider and take into account. When we're going out there and making sure that we're playing in between the whistles and staying disciplined.
How do you keep that discipline on the right side, Austin, do you think, as a team?
I just think being composed and just playing hard in between the whistles, not getting into the extracurricular stuff that leads to that kind of stuff. And I think you kind of understand now where the standard is, and that's perfectly fine. We just got to make sure that we're playing in between those lines.
It's 2 games in a row where there's a lot of penalties. How much does it take you out of the rhythm, or guys like you that aren't on the penalty kill, to sort of get your feet wet and get your feel?
It can, but I just think once you get that opportunity to go out there, it's just you're going out there and playing hockey and trying to do what we do. But it is tough sometimes when you get out of rhythm and those kind of sorts when we're killing lots of penalties and spend a lot of time playing shorthanded, and it takes away from our momentum as well, especially when they got the puck snapping around and they're obviously capitalizing on their chances.
Are you looking for any adjustments on the power play, or is it just kind of keep plugging away? What's your view of that?
I mean, I think there's little things that maybe we can look to do, but I'm not sure, completely abandoning what has made us successful all year. And at times in the series, I think we've had some really good opportunities and some really good chances and looks that have come from the power play. I just think there's little adjustments that we can make. But we've had some chances. You just got to see the puck go in.
How'd you find Bunting in his first game back last night, Austin? On the line?
He looked good. I mean, I thought his feet were in, his head was into it. His feet were going. It's not easy, obviously, having a couple weeks off and jumping into a playoff game. So, but he's a guy that loves to compete and be out there. And I know he's looking forward to. He's been looking forward to playing, and obviously he was really excited last night. So, I mean, he's been a big part of this team, and is a guy that we lean on, obviously. So, it's good to have him back, and I think he'll just continue to get better and better as the series continues.
Austin, what did you see from Victor Hedman when he has the type of game that he is, able to control the game like that?
Yeah, he's big. He's strong. He kind of does everything out there, offensively, defensively. He's kind of the anchor of their team. So, when you give him room and space, and for all those guys to feel good, I mean, obviously that's going to boost their confidence. And with a night like last night, so they came with a push, and now it's our turn to kind of push back here and make sure that we have an answer.
I don't think the fact that the series is 1-1 is a surprise, but how we got here, is it a bit of a surprise with both teams kind of taking a goal one game, especially when you guys are so close? Vaskov's giving up 8 goals, all the penalties. Like, is this how you expect it to play out in terms of the ice, what's happening on the ice?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of the playoffs, so anything can really happen. I'm not sure we were really making predictions or anticipating, because you never know what's going to happen.
There's so much star power over there, Austin, that sometimes Cirelli flies under the radar. What stands out to you about him?
Yeah, he's good. He just plays really well at both sides of the puck. He plays fast. Very versatile. He kind of does everything for them as well. Penalty kill, power play. So yeah, I mean, he's a good player, and I think, like you said, maybe gets a little bit underlooked because of all the really star players that they have on their team. But he's obviously a big driver for them as well.
They obviously have a comfort level at home in playoffs. You guys don't have probably your usual number of fans there. How important is those first few minutes to weather the storm, or perhaps score first, that kind of thing?
Yeah, just like anything. I mean, the first 10 minutes is really important. The emotions are going to be high, the crowd's going to be into it, the atmosphere is going to be great. So just making sure that we're in control of what we can control and our emotions, and coming out with a purpose and coming out hard, not backing down. Obviously, like I said before, we got to come out with a push. We felt theirs obviously in game 2, and we've got to have an answer back for that.
On your off nights, are you the type of guy that watches the other series?
A little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Just kind of depends.
Has any series caught your eye so far?
I mean, I think the New York Pittsburgh, obviously with all the OTs and just how tight it is, and those two teams are pretty fun to watch. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of really interesting series out there. You kind of just take your pick.
you stay up for all three?
I did not, no.
So it will always be a sports game, and the fact that you don't really have 5 points after 2 games, is it easier to get a good mindset?
I don't really think like the mindset changes much, no matter what. So I mean, I'm going in there with the same focus and just going in there to play my game and obviously elevate, compete out there, and give our team a chance to win.